Welcome back. You're watching Formnext News, brought to you straight from the Frankfurt Fairgrounds with the latest and upcoming stories from the world's leading exhibition on all things additive manufacturing and the next generation of industrial production. My name is Shristi M, and these are today's top stories. The Formnext arena grows ever more dynamic, with exhibitor halls buzzing and curious visitors admiring the exhibits with awe. This calls for a quick recap and selected outlooks. Sprouting companies, SMEs and startups are now becoming serious employers and conquering the market with fresh ideas. That's why Formnext opened its doors to aspirants wanting to set foot in the industry. The Formnext Career Day at the AM4U area served as a portal for both job seekers and potential employers. Also on offer were complimentary career counseling, a free photo shoot and an extensive job wall. Next, Formnext played Cupid. The international matchmaking event served as a face-to-face meeting point for the next generation of intelligent industrial production. The event saw the entire AM process chain with all its technologies and applications being presented under one roof. Visitors could generate business contacts, gain market knowledge, and become acquainted with intelligent AM manufacturing solutions. Once again, the AM4U area brought core industry topics into prominence, such as a roundtable talk on sustainability, moderated by Frank Jablonski, featuring prominent industry stakeholders. Sherry Monroe, Executive Director, Additive Manufacturer Green Trade Association, AMGTA.
We talk about sustainability. We're not talking about something sort of off to the side that companies do if they have some extra time and some extra resources. From our perspective, what sustainability should look like is less energy consumption, less waste, less source material, shorter lead times, less inventory sitting on shelves, really those same strategic drivers every business is looking at anyway. And whether sustainability is the objective or if it's the fortunate unintended consequence of just running a better business, those are still sustainability wins.
The polymer AM industry is expected to grow up to $34 billion by 2030, state 3D printing business media. And this year's exhibits prove exactly that. Let's span over to some product reviews that showcase the variety of this sector. Over at Hall 12.0, German manufacturer Trumpf has put their partially automated printing system on display. That's made for industrial series production. Their product manager, Roland Spiegelhalter, explains what sets the TruePrint 5000 apart.
Yeah, this is our new TruePrint 5000. It's really the world premiere for this year. So we added to this machine our unique green laser technology, where we can really produce pure copper at a very high quality with perfect density and electrical connectivity.
And right across the hall is the TruePrint 1000 that has its world premiere. How would you say are these two printers different?
Yeah, so if you look at our portfolio, so the TruePrint 1000 is our smallest machine, specially designed for dental applications. And here we have really our workhorse. It's also a series production machine. We have 500-degree preheating in our cylinder concept that really helps a lot with serial production.
Educational and research institutions form an essential part of the exhibitor community at Formnext. Panning over to Innovations Campus, a joint technology platform between the University of Stuttgart and Karlsruhe Institute of Technology. Their project focuses on emission-free driving systems using additive manufacturing. Here's Thilo Zimmermann explaining how 3D printing fits into the bigger picture.
Well, what we're doing at the Innovation Campus Future Mobility is working on, for instance, electrical motors, where parts of an electrical motor can be 3D printed. So we have a car here, and in this car we then have different kind of electrical motors. We can test them, we can verify them.
AM is slowly revolutionizing the sports industry. A young Chicago-based startup improve upon an all-American racket sport. Ever heard of pickleball? James Hedrick from Azol 3D playfully tell us about it.
This is the first time you're going from a composite back to a single piece material. and also the first time you have a 3D printed part going into a hard impact sport. Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the US. It's played on a tennis court, but slightly smaller. And what we're finding is that with 3D printing, you can completely change the sound of it. So if you give yours a whack,
Whack it is.
and you hear this one, how much quieter this is. This sport is incredibly annoying, but amazingly fun to play. And by changing that sound, it can stay just as fun, but it changes the complete dynamics of the growth.
Following the sports theme, another exhibitor shows how 3D printing and fitness can indeed go hand in hand. Evonik supplies to the sporting goods industries and deal in high-performance polymers. You are seeing Yanfeng Lu, who demonstrates exercises on 3D printed equipment made out of photopolymers. The process here includes common UV curing. And again, Formnext has a lot in store for you. Make sure you do not miss these upcoming events. Ceramic AM Hardware Manufacturing is a leading service provider for AM technology. Projected to grow over $1.4 billion by 2030, the AM panel, supported by ceramic applications on the AM4U stage, shall discuss the sector in depth. Next, Juan Munguia shall delve into the future of 3D printing in space. Catch a glimpse at Hall 12.0, stand E38 at 11 a.m. Rounding it all up at Hall 11 Level O D72, watch Alex Kingsbury summarize key additive technology innovations at Formnext from 2:40 p.m. onwards. With these top stories adding wind to our sails, I wish you a successful fair day ahead in the Formnext arena. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. You'll find the links below in the description area. Until then, stay tuned and keep thinking three-dimensional.